Welcome back, everybody, to the Boulderboys.show, episode number 54.
Woo!
Is it?
I don't know.
I didn't
I thought it was 55. I could be wrong.
55 or 54. I didn't.
Don't quote us in the number of
50-ish.
50-ish.
We're all,
Like age. You
we're
know, once
already-
you get up there.
Dude, we're already throwing out fake facts. One announcement to get started. We got a wonderful gift from Emily and Tanner from Sacramento, California. 2 bags of coffee beans, which was only one bag here.
So nice.
Yeah, I don't know where the other bag is.
Yeah. It disappeared.
Got lost in the mail.
They sent us a beautiful card, and they sent some photos
I'm
as
so
well,
slow.
which I
Beautiful.
forgot to bring. But
Beautiful words.
yeah, they were at States, and Emily was wearing the You're the Boy shirt, and I think you guys
Yes.
met her
Yes.
on the infield. So
So nice. And handwritten notes, you know? It's
So
like they never go out of style.
no,
Very
Thank you.
very nice writing and very nice signature. The signatures are kind of like artistic. And like, did you got the photos?
so when I left the house this morning, I neglected to grab the photos, but I will bring them next time. Tanner took photos of us, and they're really sweet photos, and she like got them printed, I guess is what,
Yeah.
or
printed.
developed is what they call it.
So
Got the photos developed. Yeah, so thank you, Tanner and Emily. I already dove into some of the beans, so I'll
Can
let
I
the
see
guys
the-
dive into this bag of beans.
Seth finishes one and we split the other.
yeah.
It was desperate times, all right? I woke up without a
you-
bean.
Hey, no hard feelings.
Yes.
No, our
Hey,
feelings
no,
are
It's all good. Did you make it? How you made it?
I had it on pour over and espresso.
Which way did you?
Yeah, which one was your favorite?
Oh, they're both really good. The bag of beans I used was a blend, so it worked really well in espresso for me, in my setup. So
Do you know this feeling of it's like 7 p.m. now and you smell coffee and you're like, oh, I wish it was morning.
You're like, I could.
Yeah,
But would this be a terrible decision?
very bad one. But yeah, I mean, unless you have the cap.
This is the favorite aspect for me of when I am in Europe and I'm working US hours is that I get to just drink coffee at any time of day.
oh my goodness,
And so, you can at 7 p.m. just be like, well, I've got calls for the next couple of hours.
Wow.
Night owl group.
Yeah.
crazy.
I think, yeah.
Thank you, Tanner and Emily. This is super sweet.
Yeah, super sweet. I mean, if you didn't hear, we have Drew back, all the way back from Europe.
He's back. I'm here.
Back.
How are you feeling?
Feel great, guys. I want to first, Adam was very, very sweet, and he stopped by Lucky's. For those of you following along on the YouTube, he picked up cake from Lucky's, which is like our best bakery. Funfetti, which is my favorite cake flavor, and so sweet. Thank
We
you,
got to
Adam.
celebrate. You're
So
the
sweet.
boy continues, you know?
Celebrate the wins.
Amazing.
No, I mean, I feel great. Had a really fun time in Europe. Obviously, the race went well, I would say. And yeah, it's just kind of been like crazy few weeks for me. Like, went from Europe, raced ECC, went directly to San Francisco for my day job for about a week, and now I'm back. And Sasha and I get married next week, and so it's been like a crazy whirlwind of life right now.
So much.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It feels like a lot, but all good stuff.
Can we
Yeah.
talk about the race, dude? Like,
Yeah.
I haven't gotten the full download.
Yeah.
What was it like before the race? Getting there.
I think that it was a crazy. I mean, UTMB week is always kind of wild.
When'd you get there? Like a week early?
We got in on Thursday, a full week before.
Yeah.
So I had like 8 or 9 days to really acclimate for the race. We did a day in Annecy, which is where Moy and Kirsten used to live.
Yes.
We love Annecy.
You ran into some friends. I got some
Oh,
pictures.
yeah, we did. We did.
Yeah, I got some picture from Rwanda. I was like, hey, like, we saw Drew.
All of a sudden, someone I've never seen in my entire life is like, "Hey, are you Drew?"
But with a French accent.
Oh, with a French accent.
Yeah.
And then we ended up chatting for like 20 minutes. And it was
Yeah.
so sweet, and they were so kind. And he was like, because he put on that big party in Valorsine.
They burned down Valor City.
They burned down Valorsine. You know,
That's what he does for work.
lit cars on fire, flipped him over. You know.
Yeah.
but no, we spent a day in Annecy, which is sweet. Started getting acclimated, and then we headed up to Chamonix, and we always tend to spend that first weekend through like Tuesday on the Italian side in Courmayeur. And so we were over there. I would say that this year was actually like a little bit busier. Nike was much more active because they were launching the ACG brand. And so they had brought a bunch of folks over from headquarters in Beaverton, which was actually like a really fun new experience for me at UTMB. I think that like a lot of other brands, folks who run for other brands, experience that energy of like a bigger kind of like launch moment at UTMB. And, I think that it could be easy to maybe have that be an energy suck for certain folks, but for me, actually like brought a lot of energy, and it was like super fun to see just how Nike's thinking about investing in the sport a bit more in the coming months and years.
So cool.
So yeah, I was back on Saturday for the launch at the Sentier store, which is a collaboration between Nike and Ravenel. And then was back on the Italian side for a couple of days, and just Sasha and I just hanging out, chilling. And then came back on Tuesday and got ready for the race in Pratt.
How was the taper feeling during that time? Like body and mind?
Good and bad. I mean, here's the thing: is like, the first day that we were in Courmayeur, David had me do like 30 minutes hard in a climb, and so I just went and did the first climb at CCC, and it is like the most beautiful climb. And it is also so beautiful.
It's so steep.
Yeah, it's just like from town, you like run this kind of like douche grade out of town for like 2 or 3 miles, and then you hit the trail, and then it's just like straight uphill.
Yeah.
So I ran that, and I was feeling good, but I wouldn't say like, I feel like my entire training block has been kind of like a build of like consistency and like, like one brick after another, but nothing felt like super sexy in the build. Like I didn't have any like super big weeks that were like super confidence building. I didn't have any like, I feel like sometimes in a build, I'll go out for a hard effort on a segment and I'll be like, okay, look, I'm in the mix of the top, times in Boulder, which is always like a good signal of fitness, but I didn't really have any of those. So I just had this like, kind of like I was trying to just have this like quiet confidence of like, hey, you ran well at Canyons, you got better, ran well at Lavaredo, and then like there was no setbacks in that like 6-month period. And I think that it just like kind of speaks to the power of just like being consistent over an entire season and building towards kind of like an A goal. And so I actually got to the race where like I felt pretty damn fit. And I think I just had like one of the best, like I was in one of the best headspaces I've been in a race. Like, I work with Laura Pence for kind of like the mental side of racing and training and just life more broadly. And Laura and I were talking a lot about like, okay, like my mantras going in were like, look up, look around, which is like always one of my mantras, which is just like, hey, Drew, pick your head up, acknowledge that you're in like one of the most beautiful places in the world. There's thousands of people here that like love this sport, love this community. The second mantra was like, you belong. And actually, Seth, you sent me a note week of just being like, hey, believe in yourself. Like you can win this race. You can race with the best of the folks that are there, even though it's like a super competitive race. And so that was really like good to hear. So it was like very much like, okay, just like believe. And then my third one was just like, I just want to like absolutely obliterate myself. And I feel like that headspace just like made when the race got really hard, which was actually like pretty early in the day. Like it just like no part of me was like feeling sorry for myself or feeling like, oh, like shit, this is way harder than I thought it would be, because I went into it just being like, this is probably the most competitive race I've been in. I mean, I say this every time I race, but I truly believe that like every race that we run now is just like the most competitive race.
It's true.
And so I just like, when it got hard, I was like, okay, this is like what I prepped for, and this is what I expected. So
When did it? You said it got hard pretty early. Like how early? Early?
Yeah, let's go. Let's get into the race.
Gun
goes off.
Okay,
Yeah.
so gun goes off.
Well, but first, what do you have for breakfast? You have like rice or soy?
I woke up in Chamonix, had rice and soy sauce.
No chicken.
Rice and soy sauce, no chicken in the morning.
No
But
chicken.
but the night before I had rice, soy sauce, and chicken.
Yeah.
So it's the classic Drew meals within 24 hours. Very boring. Nothing that's going to upset the stomach. Had a little bit of coffee. And then cruised over to the Italian side. Lucy, the athlete manager, was kind enough to give myself and my good friend Nick Handel a ride over to the start.
So good.
And then we always stay at a little hotel in Courtney. We've been staying there for years.
Did you go to
And-
that hotel?
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
Patricia, the hotel owner, had 2 years ago. Seth and I were together, and she like just let us come hang out in the hotel, and she like brought us coffee and offered us breakfast, and
Did you have more coffee there?
yeah. So I had a little bit more coffee there. You know?
This is a side note, but I remember 2 years ago, like having way too much coffee.
Totally. Because it's like a 9:30 start,
Yeah.
and so by the time you're racing, you've been up for like 4 hours.
Yeah, and I remember she brought out like a pot.
Yeah,
And
totally.
you guys,
Yeah,
I feel like you guys were like, no, I was so nervous. We couldn't drink it. Anyway,
Shout out,
That's amazing.
Shout out to Patricia and Hotel Bouton d'Or in Courmayeur. It's a really, really sweet little hotel. If you ever end up on the Italian side, like reach out to her, stay there. It's like family owned hotel. It's been in the family for years. And she was just like so kind, so generous. Like Lucy went and had breakfast in their little like breakfast room. So we were chilling there. And then we were like 2 blocks from the start. So we were able to just walk to the start.
Sick.
So, but yeah, I mean, okay, a few things that I did differently for this race. One, I did a workout on Monday. I have never done a workout before a race in my entire life, but like did 4 by 5 minutes.
Okay.
And David's take on that was like these races go out so hard, and like the start of CCC is so freaking runnable.
mm-hmm.
But he was like, we don't want to like shock the system after 10 to 14 days of like tapering.
Yeah.
So I did a little workout, and then the other thing I did, which I've never done for 100K, is I actually like warmed up.
Oh yeah.
And I
Crazy.
actually went
Dude,
and
it's
like
such a fast start.
I actually like went and ran for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
10, 15 minutes before the race. And so the gun went off, and like it felt so much less painful than it did 2 years
Dude.
ago.
Okay, I was gonna ask.
So much less
Yeah.
painful. So maybe that's something.
Those are good tips.
Warming up.
Warm it up a little bit.
Maybe there is something there, in the thing that so many people has been doing for years.
I mean, I will say, I feel like you've already dropped like 2 or like a handful of nuggets. But like 1, training doesn't have to be sexy.
Yep.
And 2, warm up before your races.
Did you snap some strides in that warm up?
Just a few little like turn them over for
Okay.
20 seconds, 30 seconds.
Okay.
We probably did. Nick and I just did it together. Did like 2 or 3.
Little A skips, B
Yeah.
skips right in the
No,
corral.
no skips, no skipping, but like
scary competition.
He was like, there's my hamstring.
the Nadals. Have you seen Nadal warming up in tennis? Like,
Yeah.
he would
It's a lot.
like do like sprints down the hallways
yeah.
and like intimidate the crowd.
Okay.
No, I was not doing that
Okay.
in the corral. But no, and then it's just like it goes out pretty hard. But honestly, like because it is that like uphill start, yeah, I think it does kind of like it settles. It was actually pretty similar, Seth, to 2 years ago when we were in it. Hit the trail. I was just trying to keep it chill. Like I think it's really easy to go a little bit too hard on that first climb, but got to stop at Tête Tranche. Mike McGonigal was up there, so I got to have a
Nice.
great interaction with him.
You got on the top with who? Like who was around you when you look up and look around?
I was probably in like between 10th and 15th at that point. But like right behind me is David Sinclair.
Nice.
That's always a good sign.
A good
you know,
spot to
if
be.
you're around him on a climb.
Did you guys chat at all? Because you've raced him before, like.
You know who I was chatting a lot with was Dan Green.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, he's so chatty.
So chatty, such a good vibe.
A bargain boy.
He was having a freaking blast.
Yeah.
So actually, I like ended up chatting with him a fair bit on this climb.
Yeah.
To
That's
a
awesome.
point where I was kind of like, I need to like not chat because like we're still working really hard.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. We got to the top of this climb, and David Sinclair was kind of like, "Oh, well, that didn't feel that hard," but he was like, "My heart rate is still 107." And so, like, you know,
Yeah.
it's amazing how you can feel like you're in control early in a race, and actually you're working way harder than you realize, just
Yeah.
because of the effect of all these other people and just the excitement of the race. And that for me was kind of like, oh, because I thought we were going pretty chill. And so it was kind of validating here, like, oh, maybe I'm moving faster than I expect. So then you do the big descent, you hit the balcony, run the balcony.
So did it not feel that hard at that point?
No, it felt pretty good.
Or is it-
Yeah. I mean, there's parts of that climb that like I really thrive at like a little bit more runnable uphills, and there's parts that get like really quite steep. And so I would say part of that climb, and then part of like the climb out of Shriant, where it's so freaking steep that I was like, oh man, I can't find any momentum and just any flow in the climbing. But it was probably like it kind of like accordion back and forth. And then there's a little climb up to, I think it's at the Bertone hut. What's the second hut on the ridge there?
This Bonatti and Bertone. Yeah. Bertone.
Okay. Yeah, so
I think so.
there's that little like kick up to Bertone,
Yeah.
and then you drop into Arnie.
You guys didn't grab any water where it wasn't hot enough.
Some folks did. Like Anthony Casales, I think, filled up there.
Because you think that Arnuvas, which is thing at the bottom, you think it's right there, but not.
No, you descend quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, this is where it's starting to like feel like all the forecasts were like 50 and kind of like cloudy and rainy all day. And then by this point, it's probably 10, almost like probably 11 o'clock. And it's like the sun is out and it's probably not that warm, but like when you're expecting a cold start and then it actually ends up being like bluebird day, I feel like everyone was starting to be like, oh, it's like a little warmer than we realized. And so like I started like dipping my hat in like creeks and whatnot. Anyway, kind of came back together, and then I caught the leaders on at the start of the climb up Grand Col Ferret. And then
Did you guys run the whole time?
well, you know, a little bit of a mix here because you have David Sinclair using poles, and he's like built for poles because he's a Nordic guy. And then you have Eli, who is also using poles.
Eli
a
is
little
using poles?
surprised, a little surprised. Shocker.
Didn't even know what to do.
I thought that he would for sure be a good American boy without poles.
Yeah.
But no, it's just me and Fran shuffling. So me and Fran like ran the whole thing. And those guys were hiking. But we kind of like ran most of the Grand Col Ferret.
And the hikers and the runners all together.
Yeah. But then it kind of like the four of us, so Eli, Fran, David Sinclair, and myself kind of like broke away a little bit. And so we went up and over the top of Grand Col Ferret solo. And at this point, I'm like still having a great time. At one point, it had been like Fran, Andreas Rader, and then the three of us American boys. And he was like, oh, it's Italy versus the US. And so then we go over the top, and it's just three Americans and Fran. And so I was just joking that it was like, you know, Tade of the old days with Jumbo, where like it's just Tade and all of Jumbo, and they're just pacing him.
Yeah.
And sure enough, that's what we did. We just paced Fran to the win.
Yeah.
But we were like kind of like rolling on that downhill to Luffley. It's like a crazy descent. It's like a half marathon with like 5,000 or 6,000 feet of descending.
It's longer than it's long.
And it's so runnable.
Yeah.
And I feel like the big difference this year versus 2 years ago is that 2 years ago I was really, really nervous about my quads descending. And like, am I blowing up my quads? Are we running too hard? And this year it actually felt really, really good. So that whole descent felt great. And felt really like we were running smart and controlled. And then we go through the aid station in La Folie, and we're now on like kind of like runnable, like flat downhill terrain. I don't know if this is true. I don't know if Fran said this in the podcast with you today, Moy, but it kind of felt like a camera came out and all of a sudden Eli and Francesco started running super fucking fast. And the next thing I know, I'm like looking at my watch and we're running like 6:15 to 6:30 pace for like 5 miles.
Oh my goodness.
And literally at some point I was just like, I am burning way too hot. And so I was just like, I need
after La Folie?
This is after, it's between La Folie and the start of the climb up to Chamonix.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
interesting.
They like turned it on, and I stayed with them basically almost all the way to the climb to Chamonix.
Wow.
So that pace, like on the trail.
Yeah.
Damn.
Moving.
And it's
crazy.
like double
Yeah,
tag
yeah,
and then
yeah.
a trail.
Moving.
It's like,
Feeling like we were racing to Chamonix.
As you should.
And at some point I was just like,
but you hold it. You use
I held it to a point until I was basically like, I can't hold this pace for the next 5 hours.
Yeah.
I'm going to blow myself up so hard. And so I dialed it back and was just like, okay, Drew, like, you know, a little bit of ego death here, but just like get yourself put back together. get yourself just climbing smoothly to Champélac and just trust that like the race is going to come back to you.
Mhm.
And so I did that. And then literally like 2 minutes later, I saw Eli like walking.
That's the thing. Ego death now, ego rebirth later.
Exactly.
Wow.
But at this
think
point,
that
at this point, Eli is like, I'm really hot. He says
Yeah.
this to me. I'm feeling like really, really fucking hot, like temperature wise. And so I come into Champélac and I'm just like, fuck it. Like I'm gonna just do full Western States cooling protocol. And so I like strip my shirt off. Sasha has like the pins ready. She's like repinning my bib on. I'm like a noob. Like I'm out here, bib pin to my shirt, so I can't change my freaking
Oh my
shirt.
goodness.
So like Sasha's like redoing pins, and I'm just going full like I put the disco shirt on, the Nike Radical Air, which had been soaking in a bucket of ice water.
Oh,
I did that,
beautiful.
and I did full like ice bandanas, and I was just like, I don't care that it's only 70 degrees, like I
Dude,
feel
that's warm.
hot,
That's
Yeah.
warm.
and so I went out of the Champélac aid station just like fully iced out,
Clinking.
clinking away.
Do you think that that was maybe like a move from Fran? Like he was trying to make a move there?
Could be. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, like, it's terrain that really suits him,
Yeah.
and the fact that he's just like such an inefficient runner.
That's what I was thinking.
I found myself kind of being like, I'm with a bunch of folks who've not run a bunch of 100Ks.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, like, maybe this is going to be sustainable for them for the rest of the race, but I know that based on my experience, like, this is too hot for me in terms of the paces that we were running. So, got to Champélac.
Dude, what was it like coming into the first crew in the lead group?
Oh, so fun.
It's so
Oh, it's so fun.
It's sick.
So, I mean, it was mostly fun coming up over like Grand Col Ferret,
Oh,
and then you do that big descent, and then you come into La Folie, and it's the first moment of like hype.
yeah.
No, it was really fun. And also I just felt like I've raced pretty conservative historically. And it just felt good to be like, oh, I feel like strong and like I belong, and I don't really think that I'm working any harder than anyone else here. So it was also really like confidence boosting. And yeah, and then after Champélac, it was like the hardest 5 hours of my life.
What happened?
I mean, I feel like I just like left Champélac. You're halfway, and maybe I'd overcooked it a little bit. We've all run pretty hard to that point. At this point, I have no sense of like paces. Like, are we running fast? Are we running slow? Like, that's not really something I pay attention to. But I did think like, oh, like I'm feeling it, and I don't know. I feel like I just, because I'd gone into the race with this headspace of like it is going to be hard, that didn't like worry me at all. And there was like a bunch of folks around me that just like kept kind of for the next couple hours like swapping leads. Like Andreas was right there. At one point, like shout out to Jesh. Yeah, Jesh Run Smalls like freaking saved my race. He caught me going up the climb towards Bovine, and was just basically like, "Come on, Drew, let's do this. Like just hang with me." And I literally just like anchored myself to his heels for the next like 3 hours. And it was awesome. And like Jesh was like in such a good headspace.
Were you guys chatting, or was it like too?
We were chatting, but we were like, I would say at one point Sasha texted a few folks that she was updating. You all were probably actually
Yes.
on his threads, and she was like, Drew has gone nonverbal.
Yeah, that was pretty early.
Pretty freaking early. And like I kind of stopped talking probably from like the climb up to Bovine until the finish. Jeez. Because I was just like totally locked in on just like trying to stay in it mentally from a race standpoint, and also just trying to like conserve any amount of energy that I had.
But dude, what kinds of things were you saying to yourself in your head for all those hours? Like other than the mantras.
I mean, it's just like a lot of like, just like, Drew, you can do this. Just like stay in it. If you stay in it, like it's gonna be a good day. But I mean, it's like it was like one of the hardest races mentally because, okay, coming out of Triant, I get passed by the French guy. You guys remember his name? Rullian?
Moi? Or French correspondent.
Anyway, I get passed by.
We'll make a phone call. real quick.
Well, sorry, this is embarrassing, but
okay.
get passed by the French guy,
I mean,
and he is moving so freaking smooth, just pulls out, just like so smooth up this climb.
Mhm.
And like I'm just kind of surviving on that like super steep climb out of Triant. And I look back and I think, oh, I'm going to see Andreas, who I was with coming out of the aid station. And I look back and you see somebody else. Somebody
no.
I haven't seen for hours. And like, I feel like that's what it was like for basically between like Bovine and Valercy was just this constant state of like, oh, that's somebody else. Like, or I'd pass somebody and I'd like put a little gap on them and then they'd catch back up to me. And I feel like that is like just like kind of mentally exhausting racing. And so a lot of what I was telling myself was just like, don't let these little moments break you, dude. Like don't be discouraged when you look back and all of a sudden it's somebody else. Like just keep grinding.
Do you like push harder, or do you just maintain what you're doing when you see that?
Mostly just trying to like maintain. And then it was the final kind of up near the top of the climb coming out of Triant where I made a bit of a move on Jesh, going up and over the very top part.
Or Jet? Trying to help a brother out.
Yes, I've had work.
Jesh, I love you. I love you. It was so fun racing with you, and
Drew,
still racing.
Drew was telling him like, you remember that day in green? I do.
And then I actually like put a bit of a gap on the French guy on that descent, but he caught me again right before we went into Valercy.
Mm.
And so came into Valercy, and the French guy was probably like, 30 seconds to a minute ahead of me. Jesh was maybe 30 seconds to a minute behind me. And so we leave the aid station and it's that gradual uphill all the way to Col de Monte. Jesh is literally on my heels. French guy I'm closing on him, and I basically like at the top, like at Col de Monte, I'm kind of like with him. So crazy. Also, it's so fun because at this point, like friends are just leapfrogging because it's next to the road. And so like I'm seeing Sash and the crew a bunch of times. Scott Jurek was out there, so he like lost his mind.
Yes.
And then there's the final road crossing before you start the climb to the top of Flagere. And it was at that moment where I like caught the French guy and it was just like, all right, Drew, this is the moment. Like you either like make a move right now, you need to give yourself a shot of taking third at this race, or like you're going to end up in fifth. And so I was basically just like, okay, I'm going to work as hard as I fucking can for the next like 20 minutes. And hopefully that will be enough.
Did you know second was like, not going to happen? Or
everyone had just kept saying like, oh, you're 10 minutes back.
Okay.
Oh, you're 10 minutes back. Like every single split to David was, oh, you guys are 10 minutes back. And so I just was assuming like, and David is such a strong climber that I just thought there was like no chance that I would like put time into him if I had not been putting time into him all day on climbs.
Yeah.
To do it in the last climb.
10 minutes like feels long.
Yeah. And then I was just like, okay, I'm gonna put all my chips. Like I'm going all in on this climb. And if I can execute and nail it, I think that I can take third. And if I don't, I'm gonna blow up a little bit. But like at least I tried.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, Seth, about you and I racing on that climb 2 years before. And then I was also our friends, Rain and Thomas just got married out there, and actually they got married up near the Flagere climb.
Right.
And their little cousin or little nephew Luca was there, and he's like 5.
Yeah.
And he and I were like hiking together, and he was like on my shoulders. We were like playing I Spy on this exact same climb.
No way.
And so I was just like,
Were you playing I
channeling-
Spy out there? You were
and I was truly playing I Spy with myself, where I was like, okay, I spy like the top of this climb. I spy like a podium finish. Like I was like, there's good vibes out here. And then I was like, we were just out here. 2 of my best friends were getting married, like right on this trail. Like there's good energy here. And so I was just
Amazing.
like trying to channel that into like this like really, really tough, like physical experience. And I was able to put a little bit of gap on him coming off across the road. And then I just like every couple minutes I'd look back and the gap had like held.
nice.
And then when you hit the ski area, I like would check 100 meters out, okay, nothing. 200 meters out, still nothing. Halfway up that climb, still nothing. I get to the top, and Petter and Nora, his girlfriend, were up there, and Petter just like was so sweet. He was just like, I can't see anyone. Like, you deserve this, Drew. Like, let's go. And like I put probably 7 minutes on them, and so like I couldn't even see them coming up that climb behind me. And then I was just like, okay, now I just have a descent, like channel the Adam descent, just try to like run as fast as possible. And so I like just like made myself work really, really hard on that descent. And coming into town, Jim Walmsley's there, and he's like, "You're 2.5 minutes back, Drew. Like, get him." And I was like, "Wait, 2.5 minutes?" So it wasn't until like I was basically in town that I realized that I closed so much on.
Dude,
on
that's
David.
such a tough descent to run like fast though. Like in the trees. It's kind
exhausting.
of technical.
Exhausting.
Yeah, I feel like it's got like a maximum speed it
Yes.
can handle
Yeah.
before you just go off the trail. You know,
Yeah.
like,
Dude,
Yeah.
epic.
I
So-
mean, dude, we well, I mean, I don't know. There's so many different things that I remembered as you were talking about, like watching it and stuff. But I mean, dude, I don't know. I was losing my mind.
Yeah.
Like seeing you, waking up and seeing you like in the front group. I was like, this is it, dude. Like this is his day. And then like seeing you and Jess together, I almost like we got
That was
almost
sick.
I almost just called it
We
like
got
went
a
home
text.
sick from work, dude.
We got a text like at 6 in the morning or 5, I don't know. I said it's like, join with the front group, everybody wake up.
Yeah, because I got up for
Wake up,
work,
baby.
but I like woke up for my alarm and immediately just like stumbled to my phone.
Yeah, of
because I
course.
pull it up and like no one's
I-
awake. It's like 4:50 in the morning, you know, and I'm like,
Yeah, all my sleep was thinking about it.
Oh,
And then as soon as I woke up, I was like, also like going to check, saw your message. I was like, and then glued to the live stream the whole day,
that's so sweet.
which was incredible.
That plus the Sasha updates were great.
oh yeah,
Yeah, it's true because then the live stream went to join the UTMB, so we lost sight of you guys.
So
also
the tracker kind of got messed up. It was like
oh yeah, Drew had dropped out or
it
something.
looked like you like blew up or something. And so
Yeah.
Would you like there wasn't a tracking point between, so it was just like they just like
Did they lose me at like Valor C? Or
no,
coming out of Valor C?
you came through Valor Scene.
Okay.
But I think they lost you in the tent.
Well,
Yeah. Like, so I think you were like in Valor Scene and then it just nothing, you know? And
interesting.
I had like, I work with somebody, and Drew's heard this, but like I work with somebody who's a fan of trail running, and I'm like chilling at the desk, and she like comes around the corner. She's like, "Oh, sorry about Drew," and I was like, "What are you talking about? He's in third right now." And like
Dude, I had
showing
the-
her the text, you know?
I had the same experience. Rowan, my friend from Annecy, he was like, "Oh, Tomas, like so sad about Drew," and I was like, "What are you talking about, dude? He's on third, dog." Like he's like, "Oh, okay, we're back.
We're so back.
We are so bad,
Dude.
Uh,
Wait, what was it like though? Like getting to run through the city center like in third with like the music and freaking everybody on that.
It was really, really special. It was really special. Like, also, I posted it this week, but our friend Flo caught a video of me running through right as I like made eye contact with Fernando. He's like one of my best friends from the Bay Area, and Fernando is literally like positioned himself just directly in the middle of the street, and he makes eye contact with me, and I just like there was so much emotion that I felt like running through town, crossing the finish line, because I mean, in part because it like was a really hard day, and like it didn't come easy, and so like going through all of that, and then like having enough of a gap for the person behind me, knowing that I probably wasn't going to catch David, to actually be able to enjoy running through town and like those crowds, and I mean, it was like one of the coolest athletic experience I've ever had.
Yeah.
For sure.
Dude,
So
so I've noticed something. Well, in the past 2 races,
Yeah.
obviously you won and got third, so it's like maybe that's the reason. But like I've noticed watching or seeing the footage from you finishing Laredo, and then watching CCC, like you seem more stoked and relieved than I've ever seen you at. Like even when you got third at Western States, like you were stoked, but like I don't know, like I don't know. I was like, yeah, like Drew's like so stoked.
I was
Is it? Yeah.
I was so amped. Like, I also just think that like the sport is just like ramping up, and like I understand how hard every single person in the sport works now. And like, I mean, like, Matthew, if you follow the tour at all, Matthew Mahoris last year had like the most incredible interview ever. And he talks about how like at some point, like everybody deserves to have these days. And like you work so hard, but you just like, you inevitably have moments of like not believing whether it's possible or not. And like, we go through injuries and we go through just like all of those runs that were like, I don't know if I want to get out the door. And you also know through all of that, that everyone you were racing is doing more than they've ever done before. And so to like have that be the backdrop of then having a really, really hard day, but a day that like felt so rewarding, and then it's just like it happens. I feel like has just felt like far more emotional than I've experienced in the past in the sport.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. I mean, it's been cool to see like I don't know, like you've dealt with a lot of injury, like dealing with the injury from UTMB, and like I don't know, seeing you, I don't know, keep trying to run and like it didn't work for last fall, and then getting back to running and having to ride, and then like even at canyons being like the week of like I don't know if I'm gonna go race or not, like that kind of thing, and then seeing you just like go win and get fair to like the biggest race in the world. It's like sick. Yeah, it's cool to watch.
Thanks, Peter.
Totally agree, dude. It's crazy because I feel like this has been the thing that you've been kind of like angling toward for almost a year.
Yeah.
And then it did work out.
Okay.
It was so sick to watch.
Which is also like kind of a like scary thing to like put on the calendar, to just be like, I'm gonna run 3 races, and like the third one is gonna be my like A goal. Like that's not many reps.
Yeah.
And so I think that's part of it too. It's just like there's a lot kind of like built into this, and thankfully there's like incredible support with all of you and just like our community more broadly. But yeah, it was really special. And I think that also it's like this is just the nature of like how competitive the sport is getting. Like watching Jim the day before have to race for his OCC win, and the emotion that I saw out of Jim, I've never seen that emotion out of Jim in years. And it's because he was pushed to a level that he had never been pushed to before in a race setting.
Scrabbling over the cobblestones downtown.
Yeah.
Trying to get to
And I just think that, like,
sliding to the finish. Sorry.
I just think that there's going to be more emotion as like the sport gets more competitive.
Yeah. So I think it's beautiful.
Yes.
We tear up every time.
Yeah.
Dude, we were talking about you. I forget what the last gathering was, but it was somewhere in our backyard, maybe.
Yeah. It was after you had,
Yeah.
like the day
Yeah.
after he
Must have
had
been the
got
day
there,
after.
yeah.
And dude, one thing that I feel like often has come up around your performances is like, oh, dude, it's crazy because like Drew's not like a high volume guy or whatever. And dude, like one thing that has crystallized for me that's like just really cool is like you know yourself like so well, and clearly you're getting the most out of yourself. You know what I mean? Like everyone has a different recipe that leads to their greatest performances, and it's just so sick to have watched you just kind of like stay true to the type of training and the balance of life with like you leaning into your community and your job and running, and being able to achieve like really great performances, is sick.
Thanks, Peter.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that that's something that if there's any like takeaways from the race that I had is like, one, the mind continues to be like such an incredible asset and like is such a huge component of racing well. And actually was like super motivated going into the race by how I've like watched Seth you race this year, and how like, I don't know, it feels like you took a turn in terms of like your own head game around racing, and like you had incredible performances with that. So that's like one. And then the second is just like what works for everyone is different, and like really just like supporting both me but also like other people in the sport to just like figure out what works for you, and then just like trust that it's going to work and kind of like try to put on some blinders to what everyone else is doing and the comparison game. Because like it is different what we all need. And I just feel like I've been lucky enough to kind of like by some wandering in the desert, but also by kind of staying true to what has worked to have these performances and really believe that now. So
And I mean, I don't know, like you're maybe not like the highest of volume dudes, but you work pretty hard. Like I've been on runs with you, or oh my goodness, this whole 4 hours is hard. Like spending a week's worth of kilojoules out here in this 4 hours, you know.
but I think that's also just the nature of like the group that we have in Boulder right now, where it's like we can go on any run on a Saturday and be like, oh, like it's not going to be, it's not going to be a 6 hour run, but like it's going to be a really, really good 2 to 4 hours.
Yeah.
Because if Adam, you're there, and Moy, you're there, and Seth is there, and Cade's there, and Jesh is there, like it is just inevitable that we're going to be working.
For sure.
And I think there's also real power in the confidence of running with folks like all of you on a day-to-day basis, where it's a little easier to believe when you do show up on these start lines where it's like, holy shit, these races are stacked.
It's a gift to get to train with each other.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah. So
It's so inspiring to see the whole build up through the year and how like in the weekend runs Drew was getting like fitter and fitter and fitter and just pick at the right time. And also just so inspiring to see you and Jesh battling out there, you know, two Boulder boys. Well, Jesh left Boulder, but yeah, like seeing you guys out
Jesh
there.
will take you back.
All right,
Whenever you
I'll
want
be
to
back
come
in
back.
Please come back.
Please come back.
Just wait until he see a break so that turn around. Yeah,
It doesn't
just
say the song.
very inspiring to see you guys, you know, like working hard through the whole year towards this goal. Since we started to run, you know, this spring, both of you have had either UTMB or CC, but like kind of like this weekend on your mind, and when we came together. So that's so cool. It's so cool to see. And with ups and downs, you know, like Jesh has some up and downs. He had like good races and not so good races, but like just being consistent and training and believing, I guess that's a big part. Yeah, that's very magical to see for sure.
And shout out Fran, previous guest on the pod.
Boulder Boy too.
You know,
Unbelievable.
it was great to see an American win the MCC, you know. I don't know if anybody else gets that joke, but I was just
1, 2, 3.
It was really fun to see Fran in his, like, I've never raced with him ever.
Yeah.
He's a gamer.
it's great.
That boy knows how to race. He is. Oh man, Francesca, I have the utmost respect for what you do, and like the fact that also, I don't know. I think that we've seen this in the last year or two with Katie racing every distance and being like performing at a super high level at every distance, and Jim doing with OCC, and for Francesco to have been able to make the leap from basically being a 50K specialist to running 2 of the fastest 100Ks in history this year is freaking. Yeah,
He's just a specialist, you know.
Yeah, he's just a specialist.
He's a specialist
at
on
running.
Yeah,
Yeah.
specialist on madness.
Dude.
Yeah. Wow. So thank you so much for sharing the play with
Yeah.
me.
Thanks,
It's so inspiring. I hope everybody enjoyed it. So that was CCC. And then we had another race, which was the UTMB one, the long.
What is that?
The UTMB one is the one that I started at like at 6 p.m. Just before Drew finishes.
Gotcha. Like
It's like a big loop. It's like 170K. Have you heard of it?
no. Whenever I type UTMB, it sends me to some University of Texas. Yeah.
Yeah, so UTMB won by Chamonix, which is incredible.
Yeah.
So inspiring. Francois dropped out very quickly. Like the big lay.
Yeah.
The big.
But dude, as we said, like friend of the pod, Ben Demon,
Hey,
threw with a huge result. You know?
absolutely. We did say that.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember. Ben what?
Number one stand over here, you know?
Ben Demon. I knew he had it in him. Yeah.
Do you have anything to say?
I mean, I had an apology written up on my phone. No, I'm just kidding. I had an apology, I had to apologize to Moy and Ben and Tom Evans because our fans reminded me that I also doubted Tom Evans. But but it's kind of like a sorry not sorry because I don't take anything back. I actually don't feel bad about it.
Also,
because
I also just
at
wanna
the
acknowledge,
time,
we are not
I
the
believed
news.
it.
We're not the news.
We're an
not the
entertainment
news.
outlet. Don't put us in
We're
it.
not the news, but I now have a poster of Ben Demon in my bedroom. So
As
yeah.
usual.
no, but that was sick. I was stoked.
Huge
for,
day for ASICs.
huge day for
Crazy.
ASICs.
Oh my god.
Walking up to Podium.
ASICS is second on the men's victories of UTMB.
So crazy.
Who's first?
Salomon with 8.
Psalm
ASICS has 4.
now 7. Psalm.
No, that was before.
Oh, okay.
No, but I'm talking about UTMB, like the 100-miler.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, the huge day for ASICs. Their shoes look great, honestly. And yeah, like when Demon pulled through,
I was like,
that was,
who got there? Oh, Josh Wade.
yeah.
Yeah.
Your
ASICS.
teammate.
I love Josh Wade.
Yeah.
I love him.
A good day for folks who train in the rain.
Good day for folks.
Josh
I
Wade,
would-
Yeah, yeah.
okay, can I just acknowledge? I woke up. Well, I couldn't sleep because it's post race, and so I went to bed at like 2. 1 a.m. I'm laying wide awake in bed, and it is just torrentially
Oh,
down.
dude.
Oh,
Just absolutely torrentially downpouring. Sasha was like, "You sure you want to run UTMB next year? Like, you're gonna have to deal with this." But like, they dealt with in just a heinous night.
That's what
Yeah.
it seemed like.
it's
I mean,
crazy.
next year it won't be like that because it doesn't repeat itself.
Let's check the weather forecast. You can always drop down to CCC last minute.
But yeah, dude, that was crazy.
In the other storyline, Ruth Croft getting the W.
Dude.
Said who knows what to Courtney when she passed her because Courtney slid to 10 immediately upon that pass.
She just had the right words, Both Ruth and Tom, same coach. Interesting.
Now that coach
Ru-
all of us.
Yeah. Yeah. Now our coach.
Ruth has quietly just won all the big races over the
Yeah.
last 5 years. Just methodically
Mm.
winning every single major race in the world.
Dude, talk about a mind like a steel trap. I caught a podcast with her after the race, and she just mentioned like, yeah, like I was doing all these treadmill workouts before the race and the lead up, and like, yeah, like every single workout had a purpose, and like, yeah, they aren't fun grinding out like multi-hour runs on the treadmill. And I was just like, dang.
I mean, dude,
Respect,
Both
you know?
and both she and Tom are coached by the same person.
Yeah,
right?
and I don't know if Tom also does, but she works
Yeah.
with that data scientist for the pacing.
yeah, I know the guy. He's a very
yeah.
nice guy. Pretty good. Like, I think that what he does is interesting, but I think the coaching is kind of like more of a game changer. The pacing is like, yeah, but like he's a great dude, but I think that's more hype than anything right now.
Well,
But I think the coach is like the game changer. I mean, Tom Evans was hiking with 30 pounds vest.
Yep.
You put on me a 30-pound vest, and I don't leave the house.
He's
But dude, like Ruth does this. She's extremely peaceful, right? And she's a wonderful, like, great human. And then she does this silent retreats, silent and darkness retreats, where maybe she's on one right now because she does them after racing sometimes. So like after Western State, she will go like, a week or I don't know, between 5 and 10 days, I guess. Full silent. Some of them are full darkness, and you just like sit there with your
Dude,
thoughts.
I've heard.
I've heard this.
She does that.
Yeah.
I remember this from after she won Western. Did she win Western States?
Yeah. Well,
Right.
No, she got second.
she has won Western State.
She
Yeah,
has.
she has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like if you spend 10 days on the dark and on silent,
You're crazy.
3 hours in a treadmill, dude, it's pretty much. You know?
Would you guys do like a 7-day silent retreat like that?
No.
Okay, no from Seth.
I also wouldn't do 3 hours.
If you
on the
could, like,
treadmill.
assuming your family situation like would allow it.
I would love to.
It's
like-
really interesting.
I am really interested.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I would love to. No, I would hate it, but I want to try it just because it's. I think for what is interesting for me is like you probably are sitting and sinking on your own discomfort for 7 days. And the hardest thing for me would be not exercising.
Mm.
So that's probably
Can you talk to yourself?
you talk to yourself. You're with yourself.
Oh,
Well, you're not, I don't think you're supposed to talk out loud, right? Like,
No.
you could talk internally
Oh,
to yourself.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. No, you
Dude,
know what I mean? Like, hi, Sid. No.
that's called psychosis.
Then that's when they kick you out. Which is funny. I think Ruth told me the story. Don't quote me on anything, but like of 1 year at the beginning of like the thing. I think one guy like they were like all meditating because they also get together and meditate. Some of them. So you see other people, and
But you can't talk to them.
no, and one guy like during the meditation he like step up and run out. Which is not probably. But I think if you do it after like a big race where you are like very cooked, like after a Western State or UTMB, probably the no exercising part would probably be easier. Yeah, I'm interested. Or it's funny, like or lead developer Invert. He's really into these things, and he took his like some of his vacation. I think this last year I don't remember, and he went in to do this other thing, which is like 5 days in the wild, like in the forest, in the jungle. This was I think in Brazil or Mexico, I don't remember. 5 days, and you have a little perimeter that you can't leave, which is little, maybe this by year. No food, no water, and
For 5 days.
you're alone.
So you're like on the brink of death by the end of it.
I think that's the thing. The water part is like how. So maybe they had some water. Don't quote me on it, but like yeah, like no food, no nothing, no communication in the jungle.
Dude, I
The
feel like I've
whole-
seen a TV show.
So dude, yeah, there's like things like that out there.
It's crazy.
What were all your thoughts around Courtney and UTMB and the day she had?
Well, first of all,
I don't-
she finished. Huge respect.
Huge respect.
The crown on.
She's human.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
It's fine.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, she is like the greatest to do it, you know? And like, yeah, she could come back from this year and like still keep crushing, or it's like, I don't know, everybody like I'm gonna say this and people are gonna be so much crap, but like there's a like it eventually all your best people start not winning races. All your favorite athletes start not winning races, or start not hitting home runs, or start not getting a start in the game. And it's like, is this it? I don't know. But that was like a thought that I was like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just like a pessimist or something. But I was like, she's done. She's over. No.
But if she were like a baseball player, where would be her batting average right now?
it'd be pretty good.
She's had a bad game, you know. So
It'd be like Barry Bonds after the steroid era. Couldn't hit a thing.
Yikes. No, I don't know, dude. She's been, of course, she's human, but she's been like so dominant for so long that it's just like, yeah, crazy to see her like not winning. I don't know, because it's just like I assume like every race she's toeing the line of, it's like she's gonna like dominate it. So it's cool. I mean, all the other competitors are raising their level, and like, yeah, I don't know. Anyone can have a rough day, and yeah, she is definitely the legend, the GOAT.
That's another thing that I thought was interesting is like maybe in years past, if she like had a low moment, she wouldn't get passed. She'd be like an hour ahead of everybody, right?
Yes.
Or like maybe one or two people would pass her. But like this year, it's like you have this rough moment. Because I remember 2 years ago, it was 2 years ago when she won when we were there, and she wasn't moving. Like she was having a rough to go at Florida, but she had such a big lead.
Totally.
It's like no big deal. And this year, it's like the competition. Like you're saying, the level's so high now. It's like if you have a low patch, like 5 people are going to pass you.
Yeah, totally.
So, which I think is cool. I like that actually.
it's funny. I have a video walking up to left the year just like her in UTMB. It's like,
So do I.
and it feels so fast. And
Impossibly far.
so slow. And there you are, you know, like stepping in a rock.
Yeah.
Very inspiring, just getting it done. I didn't thought much about it. I guess I was thinking more about Ben Lima, but yeah, like I don't know. What about you?
I just thought it was really cool to see her attitude. Like she was still such the people's champion,
Yeah.
the people's favorite. Like, it was crazy being in Chamonix for when she finished, and the crowds for Courtney coming in 10th were as big, if not bigger, than some of the crowds for like the top 3.
That's crazy.
And I think that just like speaks to the power that she has had in the sport and her ability to just like inspire people inside and outside of the sport in a way that like I don't think anyone really has been able to do in the last 15 years.
No, she's a legend. When I was at work and they switched from CCC to those like showing the start of UTMB, like this dude he doesn't know anything about trail running that I know of that I work with, like one of my coworkers. They show Courtney on the screen. He like walks around the corner. He sees, and he's like, "Is that Courtney Dauwalter?" And I was like,
wow, mainstream.
"Yeah, she's like mainstream." You know? Sweet.
So crazy.
That's crazy.
That's cool. Any other thoughts on UTMB Chamonix? Did you go to Poco Loco?
Did not.
You don't usually frequent Poco Loco.
I do not. No, I'm a big Ella's fan.
Oh
You're
yeah.
a big Ella, and then
Big Ella's fan.
did you go to that spot that you guys always go to after?
We went to Annapurna. We love Annapurna.
Yes.
Where else did we go?
Must have been
Favorite
at Moody's.
spots. We went to Moody's. I went to Moody's once, so I went with, after the race.
Was Dainty open this time?
Dainty was open. We got pizza one day.
Good.
Good scene. Yeah, all the. I guess the newest update from a food standpoint is Moody's has opened a sandwich spot.
Really?
Yeah, so then now they have a second location.
No way.
How are the
Tuesday.
sandwiches like?
I didn't have a sandwich. I just didn't have coffee there.
But the coffee's good.
Yeah, still good.
Same.
Still all
Okay.
good. Yeah.
No way.
Which is sick.
Fantastic.
I'm a
Gotta
sucker
go
for
for
Ella's though. Ella's is my
Ella's
favorite.
is so
We
good.
need an Ella's in Boulder.
Okay, dude. I
think they would crush.
thought about
Ella's.
this for Poco Loco, so somehow we can get them to join.
Yeah.
Come
Yep.
over here.
They come to Avanti, dude.
Dude,
Rosetta.
we'll get a 6 spot on Pearl with a basement.
Yeah.
It'd be sick.
No.
We'll have some
Let's-
darts
let-
on there,
you know,
and some pool
let's-
tables. and
Let's
just, like,
gather our savings.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
So about that. No, I don't know. I have nothing else to add on YouTube.
One last thing, I guess, just shout out to all the people who produced media.
Oh,
Media was crazy, dude. Like Free Trail, the UTMB branded broadcast was super good for all the races.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out. It's like a Herculean effort that all those people put in.
It is big.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to also watch like the evolution of it, where, the Free Trail team used to show up on Tuesday, and then just do content from Tuesday through the race.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they do a few post-race interviews. They are now showing up like a full week ahead.
Yeah.
And they're starting interviews that like Thursday, Friday before.
Yeah.
And then they are doing interviews every single day, multiple times a day, until like Sunday or Monday.
So entertaining, such a good job, honestly. Like I consume most of the feature stuff. That was so good. And also it's just fun to hear. Like Dylan is like, very good at interviewing and everything, so it was pretty cool. And the live stream was very good too. I normally watch the French live stream actually.
Really?
It's like my favorite narrators. In the English one, I like Keith because he's a familiar voice.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I watch the French one. You watch the Spanish one.
I watched the Spanish one because I didn't understand any of it. No, but
and Adam watched the Japanese.
Right.
Yeah.
the traffic.
yeah, the live stream was good. I obviously like lost my mind when they were showing UTMB and not the finish.
Yeah.
But so was everybody else.
Yeah.
And it's like they like tried to do a split screen, but they kept crashing out. So next year, I hope they just don't show the start of
Okay,
UTMB,
and
or
here's-
separate stream it maybe.
And here's a note about Free Trail. It's like they absolutely smashed it at UTMB, but like they kind of have a secret weapon coming for Worlds, and it's gonna be even better. It's gonna be even better. So
What's the scene? Are y'all
Yeah.
interviewing? Are you doing that thing? Or are you guys like live streaming? What are you doing over there?
We're going to be doing content in the lead up to Worlds for sure, and then TBD, like the actual race broadcasting.
Dude, obviously like I'm biased and y'all should interview me, but you guys should interview me on the plane ride over.
Oh,
that
like a
would
little
be
vlog,
Sick.
like a vlog type of content. Yeah,
Yeah.
set.
Or I'll interview
You know, every piece of content should be about Seth.
You guys are like- you guys
You're
are
the
like-
thumbnail.
You guys are like interviewing somebody else, and it's like, so what do you think about Seth's odds?
Worlds presented by
Seth,
your
Seth making an
boy.
egg, like Seth eating tofu. Seth going to the grocery store and not finding tofu.
Dude, speaking of You're the Boy, I feel like Drew just truly had like an exceptional Q3. You know what I mean? Just turned in some major
It's
results.
true.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. You know,
Yeah.
That was Q3. CCC was still. No, we're in
It was.
Q3 right now, aren't we?
we're in Q3.
Yeah. We've been hitting every quarter.
Yeah. But I mean, like, yeah, but dude, you had a major.
Yeah, you
Q3.
locked into Q3.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty solid.
Pretty darn good.
darn good.
Dude, love it.
And another boy about to line up in Q3.
Yeah, what's coming up? What's happening this weekend?
Matt Daniels
Matt Daniels.
racing. He's not here right now.
2 days from now.
Miss you, Matt. Love you, Matt.
Yeah, less than 2 days. Starts at 1 p.m. on Friday. We're coming at you on a Wednesday. This will be released probably Thursday. So, yeah, Matt's racing Run Rabbit.
Run Rabbit Run.
100
Hares
miles.
division.
Hares division for the money.
Wait,
For the
Hares
glory.
division, but also he's in the like paired race, right? Like,
Or the pay one. Yeah.
yeah, I forget what it's called. But,
That's right.
so he's got a double chance at the money, you know?
That's right. But is there prize money for the?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. So like, if you
Who's he
win,
with
there's
again?
prize
He
money.
said that he can walk away with up to 30K if everything goes well.
Yeah, if your team,
If your team
wins,
win
you
and
get
you
money.
win and then your
All
master
right.
win.
yeah,
All right,
pretty-
well-
pretty sick.
I'm gonna ask for a little percentage of that.
No, but
Yeah.
it gets added to the pool and we divide.
Oh, right. right.
No, also, yeah, you
I
gotta,
forgot
you,
that's how
you,
that
you
works.
just gotta
Drew's
wire.
got to pay his dues.
You gotta wire in. Don't worry. I'm not winning any races anymore. I'm just collecting checks.
Oh my goodness.
So Friday, Seth's heading out to do some crewing duties.
Yep.
Are you gonna be sleeping on the tent?
Probably. Yeah, gonna be sleeping in my tent. Maybe hopefully get to sleep a little bit because most of the touring's through the night. But yeah, me and Kate, we're gonna go up there.
Is he sleeping in the trunk or in the tent?
Yeah, we'll just both be in the tent.
Yeah, dude.
Well, we might have. I don't know the whole details. I'll let you know after we have a crew meeting.
Crew meeting
Figure out-
forthcoming, you know?
Figure out what's happening. But yeah, super stoked on that. He's been putting in some good training and yeah, I think he can lock it in.
Matt's training has been tight.
Good.
Very good.
Very good. I don't know if that's during that race. Oh, I did pretty good.
A bunch of rabbits, you know.
Bunch of rabbits.
Yeah.
That race is always like
Yeah.
competitive, dude. There'll be a bunch of Colorado crushers.
Mhm.
I think the big challenge is the night aspect of it. Like everybody's going through the whole night.
Also, just like temperature variation at Run Rapid Run is like one of the greatest potential swings of any race, where like it can be 80 degrees during the day and then it can be snowing in the middle of the night, which is like just
So
this time
crazy.
of the year
Yeah.
in the mountains in Colorado.
It's
I
true.
I wonder
Matt's
if the leaves are popping yet up there.
Probably getting close.
Yeah.
Throughout the next couple weeks.
I'll let you. Matt has texted me 3 times. Be prepared to be cold and wet. So, but I'm just gonna stay in
Right.
my car. So
Yeah.
be cold or wet.
Guess excited.
Shout out Matt.
Shout out.
So Matt's racing. What else is on our like rough agenda?
I don't remember. We didn't have anything because
We just wanted to like hear Drew's.
yeah,
That was a
that's
wonderful
honestly that
storytelling.
Yeah.
was great. Yeah, I guess it is raining and it's
It's a rain delay. Until next time.
yeah.
you know?
until next time. Yeah, I guess we can just wrap it up. Sweet. Nobody else have anything else to say?
Send Matt some love for Run Rabbit Love. Run Rabbit Run.
Run Rabbit Love.
Run Rabbit Love.
All right,
Seth and Kate, good luck out there.
Oh,
Yes.
thanks. Race the boy well. Thank you. You got it. Yeah, thanks for listening. Episode number 50 something.